Peace, Scorpio. How y'all doing? I hope all is well with you. I had to start that reading over. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. It's kind of, I got kind of warm. I don't know, and I needed to start that reading over. I didn't like how I was feeling during that reading, but let's go ahead and get into it. Scorpio, this is your general love reading. Please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you know when I post my videos. During the first reading, I heard there's a ribbon in the sky for our love. That's the song that I heard, Scorpio. All right, so you could be connected to somebody who feels a very special kind of way when it comes to you. All right, but you're being advised, Scorpio, to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You may feel like your little spidey senses tingling when it comes to this individual. Maybe like uneasy kind of feeling when it comes to somebody surrounded by you. But don't worry, we're gonna get into it and see what it is that you need to know and see what it is that's going on in the energy with the person that's coming towards you or the person that you're connecting to. The person that's connected to Scorpio, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. All right. Scorpio, there may be some work that your person needs to do. You or the person that you're connecting to. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. I feel like before you start any new connections, you really should kind of like, check to see where you are, right? We have the same card came out last reading. Release your ex. All right, Scorpio. This could be you or the person that you're connecting to. Codependency. All right, at the bottom of the deck. Um, the issue in this connection between you and someone else is there may be a codependency on both sides, right? I feel like there may be strong energy of love, but it may not be healthy. It may be a little toxic, right, Scorpio? But let's see what's going on in your energy. Why does Scorpio need to know about healing family issues when it comes to the person that they're connecting to, the person that's on Scorpio's mind? Why does Scorpio need to know healing family issues? Why is this here? The Tower. The Tower. Six of Cups. So there's going to be some type of disruption in your family or in the family of your person that you're connecting to. Um, this could be why there's some type of negative tension between you and the person that you're connecting to. Seven of Swords. They may have learned bad habits from family, someone that they're closely related to. This person could learn how to be deceptive, learn how to gaslight, learn how to love bomb. You could be this person, or you could learn about having kind of like toxic tendencies when it comes to um, relationships and how they communicate with others, right? Um, Also, the Tower is here. So it's like Big Bang when it comes to a relationship. What's a Tower? Why is that here? Why is a Tower here? Queen of Swords showing up. The Queen of Swords, you may be dealing with an ex here, someone who this healing family issues could be issues within your relationship, right? You and this person could have a family. Um, you could have made a unexpected decision, right? With the Tower energy, Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Trying to sneak away from something while someone is trying to come back in. The Devil, wow, a toxic connection. Knight of Cups, all right. And this is a toxic codependent relationship, all right. What were they codependent on? Secrets, insecurities, magician, manipulation. Someone, you ever been around somebody that you were asked to borrow something, or get something and you would go to pay this person back, and they'll tell you, no, I don't need you to pay it back. But when I need you, I'll let you know. That's what this is giving. Someone is holding something over your head. Okay, tell me about the true love energy here. Ooh, someone is this feels like someone is going toward a true love, something that is going to be like less, something that they've manifested, some that's less uh, conflict, and then moving into a calmer situation. This doesn't even have to be in a relationship, right? Whatever it is that brings you emotional fulfillment. After leaving the situation, it could definitely have been some emotional, mental conflict, and someone is moving into that space of calmness. And it could be focusing on themselves, true love. Someone could be finding that they are their true love. You could also be finding yourself in a connection that will make you feel that. Yeah, moving away from conflict and moving into a situation or things, or with a person that will give and receive. Some of you are moving into a community that will bring you um, reciprocity. Yeah. Tell me about the Five of Wands. What was this conflict that Scorpio is moving on from? Tell me about the Five of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Wands that Scorpio is moving on from. The Sun. So you're seeing something clearly. You may be given some sort of clear understanding about leaving a situation, about something that was causing some type of conflict. All right. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. You're seeing something for what it truly is. When it comes to stability in a situation, it was challenging to gain some type of stability somewhere, so you're moving on. What is the Six of Pentacles? Slowly, okay. The Five of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. No longer waiting for people, or this is you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for something or someone to come in to support. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Death card. Tell me about the Death. Yeah, Four of Swords. Like I said, I feel like where you were, I feel like Scorpio, you're stepping away from that conflict. You're stepping away from challenge. Yeah, and I feel like you're moving in a space where you're seeking calm. You're seeking to heal. Yeah, look at the Five of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Right? Wow. Scorpio, you were in a relationship with someone. You probably still are. You probably haven't already moved on yet, because this is a codependent relationship. These relationships are hard to let go of because there's a lot that keep you there. It could be, sex. It could be children, right? It could be money. You may not have it to leave. You're just stuck in a relationship or a connection with someone or a situation that you can no longer sustain, right? Releasing your ex. And there's action that you may need to take, Scorpio. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. There's action that you may need to take. And this could be you leveling up. Seven of Wands, exactly. Give me one more before release your ex. I feel like, Scorpio, some of you will be putting up a boundary if you haven't already done so, just to maintain your peace. Yeah, as I say that, just to maintain your peace. All right, there's the Empress here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles here. What actions is the Queen of Pentacles taking with the Seven of Wands? What actions is the Queen of Pentacles taking here with the Seven of Wands? Hermit. So some of you are you're going to be looking within to see what it is that you need to see about yourself. That could be attracting this type of energy. Ace of Cups. Yeah, Six of Swords. Okay. I feel that's what that could be something that you're looking at. Okay. Taking action to look within yourself, see what keeps you attracting these codependent relationships. Tell me about temperance. Tell me about temperance. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Tell me about temperance. One card, please. Tell me about temperance. Tell me about temperance, please. The World card. Yeah, I feel like you are waiting patiently for a cycle to close. I feel like you're working toward manifesting things and keeping things that you are find that won't bring you stability or won't take you out of the place of loss. I feel like you're being patient with yourself, Scorpio, and still allowing yourself to move into calmer waters toward brand new beginnings. For some of you, this brand new beginning could be a new romantic interest. Others of you, you may be finding yourself moving into a different location. I feel like that pentacle is ready to make some type of move. It hasn't moved yet. All right. I think it may be waiting for, you might be waiting for some type of communication when it comes to this pentacle energy. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. All right. And this could be, you might be waiting for a raise. You may be waiting for more money. Or yeah, because like I said, it's something that may, if you're still in a relationship or still have you focusing on this person, there's something that may be keeping you there because you're kind of like still reliving or reciting the things that you and this individual have been going through. And this doesn't mean that you want to be back with this person. It just means that your movement to get over this person is a little slow, even though you truly see things for what they are. They're moving on, they're moving past it. It is really slow. Could you imagine being with a narcissist and getting over it in 2 months? No. 3 months, 4 months? No. Not most people have a hard time rebuilding. All right. Some people could have lost a lot. We saw the Five of Pentacles trying to come out a couple of times, but it wasn't by itself. Right? So it may be compilation. There we go. Compilation of things when it comes to releasing this person that, created issues in the family, someone that you may have been codependent on. They may have had their own issues that fell into the relationship with you, right? But I feel like ultimately, Scorpio, you're trying to kind of like, you know, slowly get away from that. Make some sort of change in your life by looking at yourself and seeing what it is that, and this may not be your first experience with a person that's in this type of codependent energy, narcissistic type energy. Tower, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups with the Devil and the Moon card. Lots of secrets came out about this person, likely when there was a separation. Okay, but let's letting go, Scorpio. I feel like some of my Scorpios have already reached this level, right? Limit. Others of you, I feel like you're moving closer and closer to that space of moving on. All right, we have limit, final straw, overload, breaking point. Okay, purification, purging, healing, cleaning your energy. And I feel like Scorpio, that's really what's happening here. And while you're doing it, you may need to keep up your blocks, okay? Keep your, as I'm saying that, okay? Someone is going to, you're gonna either reject an apology or the apology is gonna come in and you won't be able to see it. Okay. Oh, someone is I don't know what I wanted to say when it comes to that, but someone is you know when you're afraid or shocked, that's what it felt like. So that could be something that's coming here. You may not be really expecting it. So it may be coming directly to you, collective, Scorpio. But yeah, I feel like someone has definitely reached their breaking point and focusing on themselves. All right, Scorpio, this is your message. Peace. I love you. Bye.